G'day, that's Slot Car Guy here, and welcome back to another slot car review. And yes, it is the 24 Hour of Le Mans weekend, and what better time to show off Slottit's Porsche 956 winning car of 1983 of the great race at Le Mans. But a massive thank you to Armchair Racer for sending this to me. It's a beautiful car, it's a collectible car, so let's dive right in, full unboxing, full teardown, and let's see how this special car goes around my track. Car review, and a huge thank you to Armchair Racer who did send me this car to review. And I tell you what, this thing is absolutely incredible. It is a slot collector's edition. It's part of the Le Mans winning collection, so it does come in this beautiful collector's box. But beside me is another collector's edition and a winner of Le Mans and another attendee at Le Mans. Slottit, you guys make some incredible cars and you're killing my wallet, but thank you, because I do love what you're doing. But yes, this is a collector's edition, and this is definitely a car you should grab if you see it, because they don't last long, and I believe they have just been released in America. Now, being a collector's edition, it is part of this opened up case like the Ford GT beside me, but let's go through it together because this case is definitely worth a look at. Straight away, it is the Rothmans livery colors. Absolutely love Rothmans, and I do love Porsche, and that combination is incredible. Car number 3, and it is part of the Le Mans Winners Collection in 1983. These are numbered, these are limited. Onto the front, love that headlight, which is from the car itself. Really, really cool design. Check that out. Really, really cool design. Use a lot of gold on this too, which I think makes it feel a bit more premium. Around to the drivers, we've got V. Schrappen, H. Haywood, A. Holbert. We've got an Australian and 2 American drivers. So we had an Australian in this car, which I did not know until I looked at it. So there we go. There's our box. We will open up, we'll take a good look around it, we'll do a full tear down, and we'll get this thing around my track. And yes, it is collectible, but every car should go around my track. So stick around and let's do the tear down. So let's unbox this beautiful slot car by Slottit. What do you get inside? But before we do that, let's take a close look again at that headlight. I think that is an awesome idea by Slottit. Well done, guys. That looks really, really cool. But let's open it up. What do we get inside? Take a look at that. But first off, we have a blue card. What is this blue card? Well, this is my numbered run. I've got 260 out of 1568, so quite a low number. But of course, there's only 1,560 out of these cars made. So if you do want one and you see one, grab it. They don't last long on the shelves. But I do love how they use the Rothman livery colors and also the color and the gold, the blue and the gold on the card itself. Really, really nice, nice touch. My other collector's cars do have this as well by Slottit. Really good touch by them, love it. What else is in the box? Well, first off, very importantly, and I do agree with Dave Kennedy, this plastic bit of case over the top, definitely a must for slot cars these days. We are paying a premium. They are beautiful works of art. We need to keep them safe. This car is also screwed down, but that is a must. So well done, Slottit, for listening and doing this, because I think that's a great idea. What else is in this beautiful box? And it is a beautiful box. In the background, we've got a painting by C. Biaggi. He has painted the car. That, I think, is a great addition to this box and a bit of a write-up of the race and the track itself. But there it is, the star of the show. Absolutely stunning. Slottit, you nail it every time. But let's move this car first, because we will have a closer look up. There is a T-screw that holds the car in, which I've already undone. And what else do you get inside? Take this up very softly. You get a little baggie, which has got some Allen key in it, some grub screws, and a couple of bottom bits. So there you go. There's your spares. Rightio, let's dive in. Let's have a close look at this livery, because I think this car is absolutely stunning, and it is a Porsche Rothmans, and then we'll do a teardown and go straight into a hot lap. So let's take a close look at this stunning 956 by Slottit. I don't even want to touch it, it's that beautiful, but yes, this will be going around my track. But let's zoom in, let's have a quick look at this livery, because it is definitely stunning. Now, if you don't like Rothmans, or if you don't know who Rothmans is, or you don't own a Rothmans livery, you need to get on board, because look at this beautiful gold and blue with a red pinstripe going along the side of the car itself. We've got Rothmans written with the Porsche underneath. Really, really nicely done. One design cue on this car I love is the 2 different rims. With the aerodynamics on the front, they're BBS printed. Love that with the Porsche on it. Let's see if I can get a little bit closer. BBS printed with the Porsche writing as well in red. Dunlop printed tyres in yellow. But these rear rims, look how stunning they are. See if I can get a bit of a shine on them. Absolutely stunning in that gunmetal grey with the silver lip. Love how they did that back in the day. The two different rims, really, really nice. So passenger side, let's go around to the rear. Beautiful looking rear on this. Yes, this was a Le Mans car, very aerodynamic, down the straights, very, very fast car. But I love, let's flip it around, the rear spoiler. Rothmans Porsche with that racing line down the middle in the Rothmans colours. Really, really well done. Slot it. You guys are killing it when you design these cars. Let's go straight into the front. Of course, there's those headlights we were looking at on the front of the box. Nicely set in behind these plastic covers. I don't believe this has active lights. We will have a look when we do a TED. I don't believe they do. But absolutely stunning finish to this car. Rothmans on the nose. Oh, stunning, stunning, stunning. Yellow sticker across the windshield. Nice and big in yellow with the black Porsche. Let's go around to the driver. Let's take a look at him. The high-rise side mirrors sitting nice and high. Of course, these are very aerodynamic, very low cars. There he is in there with his Rothmans coloured liveried fire suit, sort of white helmet on. I'm going to see if I can zoom in. It is very hard. There you go. You can see his hands holding the steering wheel. Very tight cockpit. That is, if you're claustrophobic, I don't think you would like sitting in that. So very stunning. Of course, we've got some active aero cutouts here on the rear. Nice little black inserts. Very, very well done by Slot. But look at that profile. Love this arch. Absolutely love this arch. And that line just follows down perfectly. And the decal finish on this is next to probably one of the best I've seen. Following that line would have been incredibly hard and getting that right. Let's go around to the front one more time because nice little airy scoops in here. There's some plastic inserts with the silver and black grills on both sides. Very well done. So there you go. Beautiful looking livery. Let's do the full teardown. Let's have a look at what's inside this car and then let's throw this thing around my track. So teardown completed, took 2 screws only to remove the body and the chassis. And of course, we're talking slotted, so we know when these guys design the cars, they have races in mind. So very simple to work on. Inside the body itself, there is no active lights. I do bang on about it. I love seeing lights on cars, but there is plenty of room in there if you want to run your own lights. Talking about lights, there's a little design element I didn't show in the last snippet, but check out that sticker location in the front headlights. These guys love putting detail on these cars where I'm guessing on the real car would have been. So well done, Slot, for going that extra mile. Now let's talk about the chassis, the business end of this car. Now if you don't have Slotted in your collection, you are buying a car that is very fast, very well set up straight out of the box. I would almost say no setup is needed to get this thing going at all because these are seriously fast out of the box. If you are a Slotted collector, well, welcome to the party. You know how good these cars are. Let's start from front to back. Let's talk about the guide and the wire for starters. The gauge of the wire, I think Slotted used some very, very good wire. Why am I saying that? Well, of course, the power comes from the front to the motor, and you don't want any flimsy, dodgy wire because you're going to lose power. So Slotted do a very good job with that. And of course, this quick release system that they are using, absolutely love that. Take a closer look. Very RC elements. I love RC racing, and I'm an ex-RC racer, and seeing this kind of stuff on slot cars, because these are essentially the same thing, is incredible. So really, really cool. Let's work our way down to the removable and changeable engine mount. This is an inline. This car can also take an angle winder. You can see it cut out here, which will take the angle winder motor mount. Very smart design chassis, obviously dual use. The motor itself is inline. We're talking about a V12/4 23,000 RPM motor. A lot of bang for your buck right there. Magnets. This does come with one magnet, which is located just under the rear pinion. And there's another magnet location, which is the clip-in section on the front. And I will quickly flip upside down and show you that. So there's your rear magnet. It's a bar magnet. And of course, there's another location in the front right there, which you can either have 2 magnets, 1 magnet, or no magnets at all. Very, very smart design. Pinion and spur gear, we're looking at a 9-tooth pinion and a 28-tooth spur gear. And of course, full adjustables at the rears using grub screws. Very, very well done by Slotted. And I won't bang on too much about them because if you have a Slotted in your collection, they do run very similar setups. And I think this is incredible. And of course, this engine mount is removable. I did say that. And I'll show you the locations now. 4 screws to take that out and swap it in and out. Very smart, very well designed. You are buying a race-ready car. And of course, the tyres that come with it, I believe they are rubber. Could be wrong, but they feel like rubber. Out of the box, they are very, very good tyres. So let's quickly weigh the car. It'd be interesting to see how much this thing weighs. And then let's throw this thing around my track. So I've zeroed out the scales. Let's weigh the Rothmans 956 by Slot.it, and we are looking at 71 grams. So not too bad. And of course, this car's got a lot of detail on it. 71, 72 grams, it keeps fluctuating. So there we go. So the moment of truth, let's get this beast around my track. What lap time is this gonna do straight out of the box?
Lap 3, 10.19 seconds.
So how did Slot.it's Porsche 956, winner of Le Mans 983, perform around my track? Well, I did a 9.90 without any modifications. That is seriously, seriously quick. And all I've done is use sticky tape to clean the tires, I cleaned the track, and off she went. And I did say in the intro, Slot.it make very, very fast cars out of the box, and that is just an incredible lap time. Do I recommend Slot.it for collectors and for racers? Of course I do. Collectors, that definitely ticks the box. Look how well that is presented and how well finished that car is. Racers, a 9.90, I think that says it all. If that doesn't sell you, and this is a big track. My track is quite big, and of course, more modifications to this car, it'll just get quicker and quicker. So Slot.it, hat off to you. You make some very impressive cars. And of course, thank you Armchair Racer. They did send me this car, and it is Le Mans weekend, and what a beautiful brand and a beautiful car to promote during this weekend. So I did have fun with this car. And as always, at That Slot Car Guy on Instagram and YouTube. I'm creeping up to 2K subs. Thank you everyone who's supporting me so far, but please keep sharing and liking because I do want to do some more giveaways in the future. But 2K is my next milestone. So please share and like these videos. That does help the channel. But as always, be safe, take care, ciao.